The 2026 Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 is a motorcycle that perfectly balances classic styling with modern-day performance, carrying forward the rich Café racer heritage that Royal Enfield has so carefully nurtured. Since its first introduction, the Continental GT has always been about attitude, elegance, and pure motorcycling joy, and in 2026, the brand has refined it even further to appeal to both enthusiasts of vintage machines and riders who want reliable performance with contemporary touches. The latest model keeps the essence of the Café racer alive but enhances the overall experience with thoughtful upgrades. One of the most striking elements of the Continental GT 650 is its unmistakable design. The bike looks like it has rolled straight out of the golden era of the 1960s, with its long fuel tank, clip-on handlebars, and rear-set footpegs creating the signature Café racer stance. The 2026 model introduces new paint schemes and finishes that elevate its visual appeal even further. Premium dual-tone paint options, pinstripe detailing, and brushed metal finishes give it a more upscale aura. Riders will immediately notice the improved build quality, with sturdier components, more refined chrome parts, and an overall level of fit and finish that feels premium compared to earlier iterations. It retains its old-school charm while presenting itself as a motorcycle ready for the modern rider. At the heart of the Continental GT 650 is the trusted 648cc parallel twin engine, which has earned a global reputation for its reliability and smoothness. Producing around 47 horsepower and 52 Nm of torque, the engine offers a perfect balance of performance and approachability. The 2026 version features minor updates to fuel mapping and internal components that make throttle response sharper, particularly in the mid-range, where most riders spend their time. The 270-degree crank layout ensures the exhaust note remains rich and throaty, adding to the emotional connection between rider and machine. It may not be a superbike in terms of outright numbers, but it provides a spirited and soulful riding experience that few motorcycles in its class can replicate. The 6-speed gearbox continues to deliver smooth and precise shifts, and with the slip and assist clutch now standard, the bike offers easier operation, especially in city conditions and during aggressive downshifts. Royal Enfield has also revised the exhaust system to meet stricter emission standards without diluting the signature sound that Continental GT riders cherish. The result is a bike that feels cleaner, smoother, and just as enjoyable to ride as ever. When it comes to handling, the Continental GT 650 remains one of the strongest motorcycles in its segment. Its steel tubular frame, developed in partnership with Harris Performance, provides a solid foundation, offering both stability at high speeds and agility in corners. For 2026, Royal Enfield has introduced slight improvements in suspension tuning. The 41mm front forks and twin rear shocks are now better calibrated to absorb bumps while maintaining the sporty edge the GT is known for. The riding position, true to Café racer roots, leans towards the aggressive side with low clip-on bars and rear-set pegs, but minor tweaks in ergonomics and better seat cushioning make longer rides more comfortable compared to earlier models. Braking performance has also been upgraded. Larger discs paired with dual-channel ABS as standard ensure strong and predictable stopping power. On higher variants, riders now get optional traction control, a feature that adds reassurance without interfering with the raw riding feel. One of the biggest updates many riders will appreciate is the introduction of tubeless spoked wheels on select trims, which address a long-standing request from touring enthusiasts and make the bike more practical for long-distance riding. The technology package remains minimal, keeping with the bike's retro personality. The dual-pod analog-digital instrument cluster still provides the essential information, while the Tripper navigation system now comes as standard, allowing smartphone-based turn-by-turn directions. Royal Enfield's decision to avoid cluttering the GT 650 with excessive electronics is deliberate, maintaining a focus on the purity of riding while still offering modern conveniences that genuinely add value. What makes the Continental GT 650 stand out is not just its looks or performance but its accessibility. Despite being a parallel twin Café racer with global appeal, it continues to be priced within reach of a wide range of riders. In 2026, Royal Enfield has managed to improve quality, add features, and still keep the bike one of the most affordable options in its category. This affordability makes it a dream machine for younger riders who aspire to own a motorcycle that carries both style and substance. The 2026 Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 is more than just a motorcycle, it is an experience. It is about the thrill of open roads, the nostalgia of cafe racer culture, and the joy of owning a machine that feels special every time you swing a leg over it. It does not try to compete with high-performance machines or overload itself with electronics. Instead, it stays true to the essence of what a motorcycle should be: raw, engaging, stylish, and soulful. With its refined engine, improved ergonomics, enhanced safety features, and unmatched value, the new Continental GT 650 secures its position as one of the most iconic motorcycles of its generation and a worthy companion for riders who believe that every journey should be as memorable as the destination. Would you like me to also craft a shorter narration script version of this article, optimized for spoken delivery in a YouTube video?